the third album, we were finished. Well, I didn't think we were finished. And Tim, he was like, I'm telling you, this album is solid. I was like, no, something is missing. And he was like, man, he was so mad at me because I said, no, something is missing. So I said, just see what else you got in the keyboard. So he got on the ASR 10 and he started going down a thing and he hit one of the things and it was like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, yo, that was it. And he was like, what? Cause now he going so fast up and down the keyboard, he can't find it no more. So now he even more mad. Cause I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, I know what I heard. And so he hitting the keyboard all hard cause he ready to go. Like, he's like, what? It ain't in here. I don't know what you're talking about. So he finally hits it again. And I'm like, that. And I'm like, that joint is crazy. So when I rapped on it, it was only that sound and a kick.
Wow. Because
that's how Tim, a lot of times we would do stuff. He would, it would just be like one sound and a kick. And then after I finished rapping, he would go and place all the other things around it. And so that's where you got all the spacey noise and stuff.
So good. That was a really common practice in the early days of hip hop to leave a really long instrumental at the end so that other people could rap over it themselves.
Yeah. And, just me sitting there listening actually to it just speaks to the genius in Timbaland too. Again, is the fact that he would make hip hop, those records, he would treat them like R&B records. If you really when you get a chance to go back and listen, he was placing strings and different sounds. He was having a separation. It wasn't just a flat beat straight through. So he would add different sounds, like every 4 bars, he would put in another sound. When the hooks came, it would be strings. And he would do that to a lot of his records.
Absolutely. They never get boring. You never just get used to the groove. It always feels like, even if you're not paying attention, like it really became clear after the vocals, all the changes that were going on in the music, because they're subtle. They don't make you listen to them, but they have an effect on your subconscious that it feels like it's always evolving. It's always new.
Yeah, especially when you get to that end and you see how he starts to break it down. I always say that too in that record. Is That Your Chick? He does that heavily in there too. But most of the records he did that. So when just listening now, because I never listened to the end, made me just realize he treated those records like you would treat R&B records.
Mm-hmm.